Hey guys, it's the Mang Tank here. So I'm starting a new series. It's going to be the patch updates for Blackout. Kind of hard to find, and you need to know this stuff to be able to kick some ass out in the field there, you know. Gun change, you want to be on top of it. So go ahead and at the end of this video, if you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Tell me what you did like and didn't like about the video, even if you didn't like and subscribe. What you'd like to see added into or removed from my videos. I'll be doing this and releasing them every Tuesday from now on. This one's a little bit late because I didn't have the idea until yesterday, and I got a new mic yesterday as well, so I wanted to make sure this was all set up and running perfectly before I got started. So without further ado, let's get into this, right? So this is the December 11th update, Operation Absolute Zero. It's live on PS4 only. It comes out December 18th, I believe, for Xbox and PC. So we're the test group. And it could be better. It could be better. It's a lot of fun. It is, but it is laggy as all hell. Before I get into this, I didn't have very many connection issues leading up to this, a lot around release, but for the past few months, it's been pretty smooth. Perfect. Not this last week. Check out this snipe clip. Yeah, you can see, that's like half a second, 1 second. I'm just sitting there, my thumb up my ass, wondering what the hell happened, right? I could have been taken out from the side. That's been happening a lot. With the 9 Bruno skin, I got a tomahawk kill for it. Checked, made sure the box was checked. It is. Just got to finish the game with the item inventory. A minute later, disconnected. No skin for me. F me, right? So it's been laggy as hell. Really jittery. Items have been spawning in a little bit wrong. But whatever. I mean, it's a new patch. They should fix most of these issues soon. They kind of rolled out the features over like 3 or 4 days. I think that was so they could see where the problems were more easily than in the whole 15 gigabytes of information, right? So they introduced the ARAV. It's a 3-player vehicle featuring 3 positions. No shit. Driver, passenger, and turret gunner. I thought this was going to be overpowered. I thought it had no place in Blackout, but you don't have that much cover. When you're in the vehicle, there's big old holes to shoot through, and if you're on the turret, you're pretty exposed. If you have any sort of team that has any sort of positioning and can flank from either side, you're done. It can't shoot up. It overheats pretty quickly, but it is a lot of fun, and it's a good addition to the game. And you now have to lean out PUBG style to shoot or punch people. Hijacked has been added. Only the bravest of the brave are going into Hijacked right now. It is sweaty in there. No less than 20 people per attempt. The loot would be good for probably a duos game or maybe a solos game, but for a squad, you're going to come out of there starving and running for the circle. There's about 4 to 5 entries to each room inside of Hijacked. You can come in through the side or bottom of the boat. You're in for a high kill, short game if you go there. It's a lot of fun though. I'm looking forward to when it cools down a little bit more. I have a feeling there will always be contention around Hijacked. It'll never be a soft drop. So new characters are added. Zero's added as a playable character once unlocked at tier 1 in the black market. So you only have to get 1 kill or 1 top placement and you'll have Zero. They also added the 9 zombies characters. Buggy as hell at first. I'll be releasing a video on how to get these with no bullshit and how to avoid the bugs that are infuriating. So hopefully you can avoid getting them or attempting to get them twice. So Scarlet, Diego, Bruno, and Shaw, as well as they're adding, I believe it's old Nikolai or like the retro Nikolai and retro, I believe, Richtofen in the Blackout or black market tiers to unlock. I think Nikolai's at 45 and the other guy's at like 90, but that's pretty cool. They're giving us 3 free characters that we just have to unlock. I'll get to the changes in black market at the end of the video. New weapons. For 24 hours, firing range contains an overabundance of new weapons. The whole map contained an overabundance of new weapons, which was good because we needed to test them. They still spawn up seemingly preferentially. New range weapons also come in gold variants, fully loaded attachments. It should. Once the 24-hour time period's up, new range weapons will be found in the world. More spawning frequency. So Look at these patch notes, right? They don't even tell you what the new weapons are called, what they're doing, what their fire rate is. Nothing. So that's why I'm here. So we got the SWAT RFT, which most of you guys have probably heard about. These have been all over YouTube. The SWAT is an assault rifle. Really good at like medium to long range. Not great at short range. Slow rate of fire and not a crazy amount of damage. I will check out this clip. Or here's a clip of me using the SWAT at distance. Pretty fucking solid. The Damon, incredibly fast fire rate. It is a semi-automatic gun though, 3-round burst, but it fires so quickly that you're gonna have to get used to it not being an automatic, because sometimes you'll forget and you will get killed because you stop shooting in the middle of the fight. Once you get used to that gun, I think it's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be a great replacement of the Spitfire, which they don't even talk about in here. Oh, here we go. They are in, oh no, that's in zombies and black market. Okay. They also nerfed, this is just awful how this is a Treyarch official release. They nerfed the SDM, increased recoil and decreased damage. Still usable, but you won't be scared of it fighting it anymore. It's about on par with the auger now, except the auger can be suppressed, so I'm gonna be rocking the auger tactical a little bit more than I have been before. They nerfed the Spitfire, greatly increased recoil and reduced damage. It is hard. It is really hard now to use that gun. Some people still rock it. Some people still kill me with it. So it's not a lost cause, but the GKS or the Damon are probably the replacement for that now. Added Wraithfire and acid bombs as well. So watch out for those. They're everywhere now. Reaper's added as playable character for Black Ops pass holders. Cool. Also don't talk about in here armor repairability. Great addition to the game. Terrible addition to the game. Increased armor durability, right? Because they wanted to show off this new armor thing, and basically armor broke every fight before, so they increased the durability. So I'm talking a full Spitfire clip to the head of a level 3 to take out their armor. Their armor, not to get the kill. There was one fight I landed 30 or 40 shots with the auger. Dude just kept on laying down, repairing his armor, getting back up, laying down, repairing his armor, getting back up. Fights have been getting drawn on. People are running and repairing their armor. You can repair your armor and heal at the same time. You can have 10 stacks of armor repair items. Each item repairs 1 block, shown here in this video. So the thing is, people keep on running and healing, running and healing, running and healing. So these fights end up going on forever and attracting a lot of attention, which we did die pretty quickly before, but we might have gone a little bit too far with it. Level 1 and 2, perfect. Perfect with the repairability. Level 3, broken as hell, and they also up the drop rate of it. Now some supply stashes and some zombie boxes will have 2 sets of level 3 armor in them, which is atrocious, right? You just made a juggernaut squad. They don't have a weapon in them in exchange, but that armor is beastly now. They had some audio changes. It's harder to hear basically people moving. It's no longer radius, it's line of sight. So if you're looking in an area, you can hear it better. Kind of like basically how our real hearing functions for most of the game. Nuketown, I was walking on the top, and I heard footsteps right next to me. The people downstairs, I could hear them clear as day, like they were running in front of me. So I followed them, killed them. Another game, I dropped down there, went down to the bottom, see if it was the same thing down there. It's not. You can hear the gunfire, but you can't hear their footsteps. So what they did was they changed the occlusion, which is how footsteps react with obstacles, and basically how they get dampened by that. So it works in a lot of areas, it doesn't work in most. That also applies to healing your teammates or healing yourself. You used to be able to hear people healing pretty frequently, if not all the time. Now it's just a little bit more rare. If they're inside a building, it's going to be harder to hear them healing themselves. They made garages quieter, which is good. That was like a signal flare. You're going to get messed up if anybody was near you. They made supply drops louder in supply stashes. So you got to be more careful opening those. It was already loud as hell. So not really too big of a change. Awareness has been changed to reflect this, and I think Skulker lasts longer now. It seemed like it lasted longer, because it doesn't really give a benefit to stealthiness, or like it doesn't reduce the audio cues of you coming up. They made some big map changes, so they expanded the boundaries and added new terrain there. You can now go on the pylons over on the east side, and here shown is the north side. Nice rolling hills. It's been pushed back like 50 meters, so there's a lot more cover, and there's going to be a lot more fighting just north of Estates, right? It's going to be a lot harder for one little squad or duo to hold that area down. Oh, more map changes. All right, so also what they did was they added an elevator system to Hydro. It goes all the way from the top to the bottom. They added more cover on the top of the generator buildings down at the bottom, and more items, so a whole squad should be able to get geared up pretty well coming out of there. Down at Factory, they opened up 4 buildings. They're mostly along where that helicopter spawns, you know. So there's 2 tower buildings that used to just be blank garages, and then the building in between them. So you can go inside the building in the middle. It has a ramp going up that you can follow the pipes to get to the main building that everybody used to go into. They added some cargo containers around there. I think 13 new cargo containers that spawn loot, as well as there's 5 or 6 levels on top of the 2 eastmost towers that surround that helicopter spawn. So a lot more loot there. It's actually a good spot to drop now with the squad. It's not bad. And then in Nuketown, they opened up 4 garages. Yep, 4 garages. They're now open and have loot in them. So go ahead and stop by there, check that out. So that's pretty much it for the update. They added snowballs on December 13th, which are pretty fun. Check out this clip here of us shaming some guy I took out. It took 6 snowballs to take him down. Oh, that's another thing. It takes forever to take people out now, even to clean them up. I shot one dude in the upper body area with the outlaw after he was down, and I did not get the cleanup. They were able to revive him, and I was pretty salty. Black market changes. You can now mix and match face paint, which I thought was dumb as hell at first, but it's okay. It adds an extra layer of customization that this game's lacking. I'm still waiting for weapon skins. There's 100 tiers now, and you can see what every tier unlocks, and same for everybody. And there's little holiday extras that you unlock now too. But it's more like Fortnite, and you get to see what's coming up. It's no longer random until you hit level 100. Mind you, this was one of their crowning bullet points, right? It was after you hit 100, you start getting the resource drops. Don't worry if you missed some last time, those stickers and bullshit, because now they're mixed in. So you can still get duplicates, right? And you're trying to get these holiday items, you're trying to get the Operation Absolute Zero items because they stepped up their game a lot. Some of these skins are pretty cool. No, you're still going to get the old stickers and bullshit that you've already unlocked. So I'm pretty upset about that. They did up the time for each tier. However, with their more recent changes of adding the daily tier skip, it's going to be okay. A lot of casual gamers are going to be able to get all 100 tiers pretty easily. It's not going to take 100 hours. It's going to be an okay time. I believe it's 70 days too. No, 50 days. 50 days, I think, for how long that lasts. And the reserves are BS is what I'm going to take away from there. So thank you guys for sticking through this. The content will get better. I'll get better at editing this and laying out what I'm going to talk about. But yeah, if you guys want all the latest patch updates, come to me. All right, thank you guys. Have a good one.